Hello, everyone. I think we are live. Hi, Colleen, Verna, Scott, John. Here we go. So, I'm a bit excited tonight because I got a lot to share. So, usually I don't share nothing, but I'm going to share quite a bit before I go live. Before I start the cards. Really, the focus tonight it's on this new embossing folder, and I think I hit the jackpot with what I'm going to share with you. First, what I was thinking, because I put the thing yesterday, I said it's going to be double embossing. Well, everything I was trying, I didn't like, and I was like, so I left it there and came back, and boom, it was amazing. So, we're going to do some red, white, and blue. We're going to do some vintage, faux wood. So we're going to do more than one card tonight. Okay, so I'm going to flip you down right now and we're going to get started. I got the supplies list of most of the stuff I'm using in the description. So just look for that. Now let me flip this here if it works. Oh, phew. It was slow to flip there. Okay. So I'm going to bring this stash here. So this is one of the cards we're going to do tonight, something similar to that. This is Holly's son's getting married tomorrow, the 4th of July. So this is the card that I did. So for the red, white, and blue, I thought that was perfect. So I'm going to do one similar to this. Um, so now you see why I call it the double embossing. Really, this one though, it's embossed, and then the other line it's with the score line, the scored board. Okay, I don't know what is those crown for when it's show number one. I have no clue. I think it's the one that interact the most, those crown beside the name there. I don't know. This year it's two folder, so you can see kind of a wood folder with that. So that's where the double embossing come, and we will do this card tonight. So we're using the sunflower embossing folder and then the birchwood embossing folder. It's going to be some involved, a little wood frame from the dollar store to create that. So you see some of it, I did the line with the marker, and oops, wait a minute, I'm past my thing there. Okay, so this is double embossing with two folder. Now this one here, it's with the lines there to make it look like the full wood, I call it. That's what you emboss it, and then the simply score, and I'm going to use that. This one I had marker, and I don't know. Part of me like the marker, part of me like plain. One it's the side it's raised up, and one it's the deboss. Okay, so I'm gonna share all that. So, and here is another red, white, and blue that I was trying, and it's the cloud cover in the back. Okay, now usually I would have tossed it in the trash, but it's a reason why I didn't toss it in the trash, because sometimes we're like, we get discouraged or that. It's normal. So this is just stuff that I tried. These one are savable. I know I can do something with that. Okay. So that one gonna go okay. This is the file 13. This is two embossing folders. So you see it's the mini corrugated and then the sunflower. But when I sponge it, maybe if I would finish it, it would be great. But for me right now, yeah, it's just paper. This I was trying with blends and the sponge. So see, and I tried with the blends here. I didn't like it. Trash. And here it's on watercolor paper. This one would be savable. One thing I want to show with you though, the watercolor paper with this die, we're not using it tonight, but I'm telling you, it is the bomb. The reason why I say it's the bomb, it's because see how you can see how thick this is. I think I'd rather have it not watercolor on top, but I think you can see the print. It's so thick. So my best advice for that, it's take your spritz your paper and then emboss it. That's going to give it even more depth, okay? Very much more. That because the watercolor paper got cotton. This is another double embossing. So the center it's embossed with that white embossing powder. And here it's embossing with the white powder, but the flowers are color on top of the embossing flower with blends, because you can color with blends on top of embossing. Now, these are just, so you're going to see how I add the ink. So you can take any color cardstock and then drag your ink or tap it and see. I mean, it's very lovely. Look at that. This thing is very lovely. So I plan to do my thank you card for this month. Whoever purchased, it's going to be a variation of these cards here. These are not done. I was just playing. So this one, it's the secret C, and this one, it's the white ink pad. Tap on it. And when you use the white ink pad, be very careful not to put your hand first on it for a while, because it takes a little bit of time to dry, okay? But it make it very striking. Look at that. And this, see the difference? That's why I wanted to show you. So both of them are in cherry cobbler, but see how pronounced it is? It's very lovely. Now, here, I'm not doing this one tonight. I show you the one I'm doing, but these here, you can see this technique. I did it with the flower something embossing folder, because that was a deep one. This is the neon technique. It is with white ink and a chalk pastel. So you can see this video. It's this one, it's been on my blog, on my here on YouTube for quite a while. So you see, when I'm done with this, this is very, like, I don't know, like fall, vintage, very much so. Now, this is the blackout technique. And it's one of my favorite, I think. But see, this is the blackout technique also. It's just, it looked different because I used like more pastel color, while this one here is the yellow and the green. And I did orange and pecan there. So again, but it's the blackout technique. You can see that on my blog with this one here. And this, believe it or not, it's white. See? You start with a white piece. So that it's already on my blog, really, that technique, or on my site here. And you know what? When I'm done, when I can edit, I will add the link of this one. I'm going to the blackout. And then this one, it's called the neon. I will add those two, okay? Because really, it's the same technique, just different folder. Okay. Now, let's get jiggy with it. Woo-hoo. And I'm going to bring my, because we're going to do two cards tonight. We're going to do the double embossing. And then we're going to do the full wood. This time we're going to do it in the red, white, and blue, just because tomorrow it's the 4th of July. So let me bring my machine here. So let me, I get my stuff prepared. Oh, here it's more, I'm going to show you the different, see all that? It's just way cool, way cool. But see, at the beginning was not what I was planning on. Okay, so now let me bring the folder. So I'm going to emboss. So this one going to be for the red, white, and blue, okay? So we're going to do this one, the blue, I use blueberry bushel. The other one was Night of Navy, or also I did Misty Moonlight. But I thought real red and bushel, it's very, very much so. Okay. So we're gonna go. I like to get, and this is the mega folder, okay? So it is 6 inch wide, I think, by 8. Yeah, 6 by 8.5, really. And some people are gonna say, why so big? I got a video also with this size to do a little purse to use this size folder. So it's a reason why for that. You can do different things. So I like to have this big sunflower more in the center of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to roll on, okay? Yeah, I think that the real red and bushel blueberry bushel, it's very, very Americana. Oh, see, you know what happened there? I know what happened. I'm gonna tell you. It made me happy when I get some oops like this. And the reason why, so now I put it back in. The reason why it make me happy when I get error like this, it's because I can teach you what to do so it won't happen. So the inch here need to go first. So I had my thing offside, so I didn't have it all in, so it didn't emboss there. So we're gonna push it all the way in. Now put that in and then roll on again. Okay, so if it happened, you just set it back up. But that's what happened when you talk and watch the comment and try to create. That could happen very well. Et voila. Now we got this. Okay, so this is the red, white, and blue. I'm going to put it right there. Now, that was with white. Now, for the forward one, I'm going to use basic beige, not basic beige, sorry, vanilla, very vanilla. And again, I want that about the center here. Okay, and we're gonna roll on. Okay, so that's embossing 1. And now we're gonna go to emboss a second time, but this time we will emboss. I think I want to flip that around. Huh. Let me see. No, that's good. So this time I will take my emboss, that it's embossed there. And that's the front. I'm going to reverse that. So I want the deboss facing me. And I'm going to put that here. Now, here is what I said, the $3 or dollar store, or you can get that at Walmart, whatever. I got 2 wood little frame. Okay, you get that in the craft section. So really, these are 5 by 6. And I choose the oval. You get some in rectangle. I got some here, I think. You get some, you get hearts, you get circle, and such. So this time I am using 2. Okay, you hear me right, 2. So what I'm trying to do, it's the same thickness than this here I was going for, okay? Because now we will not use this plate. So let me take this, and it's hard to tell when you look up front. So I'm going to flip it, and then I try to make that equally here. So what I mean by equally, I try to make my frame. See? Now I'm going to flip that here. Now I got just 2 pieces of like what the paper, the designer series paper. I just put that at the top, just slide it more. I just want to make sure I'm still straight there. Oh, see, I'm way off. Let me, what I mean by way off, I had more at the top than the bottom. Okay, that looked better. Now, make sure the inch go first. Now, hold that all together. See my hand here? And then roll on. Now, what's going to happen, you're still going to have the sunflower embossed all around, but it's going to disappear a little bit. Voila. So you see, I'm going to do the reverse of this. You see, I got my line. I don't have any line on top of this sunflower because, you know, it was open. The oval was open. So the line just go around. So the sunflower still faded in the back of this one, but overall, this don't have the wood. So that's how we do the two embossing. Okay, one more thing, and we're going to put that away. So the only stamps that we're going to use tonight, it's the greetings. I thought, what I'm going to put inside the card or what I'm going to put on, on the envelope. So I got an insert for the front, for inside, and an insert for the inside. And this, it's 3 3/4 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5. And you can do just partial. I'm going to put that right here. And then we're going to roll on. So you want to make sure your folder, let me push this here, that your folder, it's all the way that you see it's all on the plate there, but then your paper can pass. And then you're going to roll on. And the big bang, that's normal. It's the end of this. And now see, I got my insert for the inside of the card. So we're going to put that there and put that there. Now I talk about the envelopes. So the envelopes, I like to do 2 at a time just because they're kind of thin, right, compared to cardstock. And I'm giving 2 cards away tonight, so that's perfect. So I put my 2 envelopes together, my flap. And again, you're going to put that at the end here. You're going to go all the way to your line. It's a little bit past the edge because it's, you get that line with nothing. Now we're going to put that here. Again, as long as your folder, it's on top of this, doesn't matter if the envelope pass, put that at the top and roll on. And now we are done with our, and see how pretty that is. Voila. Is that beautiful? So when they get that smile in the mail, they already get that picture. Beautiful. Okay, let's move along. Let me remove this. And then we will start with the, I call it the masculine more one, the brownish one. I got a scrap paper here, and I play with colors. So what I mean by that, I play with colors. It's sometimes I use more early espresso, sometimes I use more crumb cake, or you're gonna have to see the feel of it. Okay, so really for like the wood look in the brown, because it's some wood in the gray too, like the weather look, right? So I got pecan pie, early espresso, basic beige, and crumb cake. That's the 4 color I'm going to be using. So this one, we're going to use the, I think I want to use the emboss. 1 minute, let me check here. No, I'm going to use the, yeah, I'm going to use the deboss. So what I mean, the deboss, it's where it's cave in. The raised part, like the flower here, it's raised boss, that's the emboss, but I want the back of it. So I'm going to do the same thing for my inside. So I'm going to start with a crumb cake, and I'm just going to go right on the edge here, very softly. And then I'm going to go ahead and pecan pie, and I'm going to do the same thing. I don't use the blending brush for that. And the reason why I don't use the blending brush, it's because I would go very much inside there. Now, this is going to be our inside. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Plug that in. That's funny. Aha. Glue that in. I think you guys are all amazed because guys get all quiet, or I lost all of you. I don't know which is which. So once it's embossed, you want to make sure you put plenty of the adhesive, okay? Okay, now, like I said, we use the debossed side. Now, I'm going to go ahead with my pecan pie. And because I got the wood grain going this way, I don't want to go this way. I'm going to go on the long way. And when I do this, I go very softly, okay? And one thing that can play a big factor in this here, it's if you get a very moist ink pad, that can play a big factor. And all those spots there, don't worry, that's what that make what can I say? Make the character of the full wood. Now I'm gonna go with crumb cake. And I try not to start in the middle, more from the top coming down. And I got my basic beige here. This one I'm pressing harder here because I want it to go more below. Okay, now, last but not least, it is the early espresso. And that is very much so. The envelope stick very good. You can even lick this part here, just press it, it's gonna glue perfectly, or you can use a seal, but just the glue, it's perfect, and just press it, that's it. It glue, no problem at all. Okay, now you're gonna take this. You can drag it very gentle, or another thing you can maybe is just tap, okay? So if you got a heavy hand, I would say tap a little bit to start with, but me, I want to make sure I don't have no lines. So I'm going to drag, but very softly, and drag very softly. This is very, very much so vintage, okay? Voila. Now I'm going to take my basic beige and go back. I got the pecan here. Let me give another. Maybe I want it darker. Yep, you know what? That's good. So now this is the double embossing. So you can see the wood grain there, right? There, I could have a little bit more early espresso I see here. Here, voila. It's very like those the burn wood. Now I got pretty pecan here. We're going to glue that there. And like I said, when you get an embossed image, you want to make sure you get the adhesive all on four edge, okay? Because if not, it can't lift easy. So in other words, be generous with the glue of your choice. Now, see, I get all because it was not dry yet, so I have to be careful. Okay, I'm gonna go there. See how it pucker up there? So take your hand and then flat it up. Et voila. Is that cool? I think it's cool. It could be because I'm a big fan of like rustic and vintage, and the older the better and such. So maybe that's why I'm not afraid of aging, because I think the older the better. Oh, see, I knew I was getting ready for this here, guess what? I'm ready for it. Okay, let me. So did you see what I just did? You get some goo there, some, I call it snot. It's not snot, but that's, it looked like. You want to make sure to pick that up, okay? So then your thing gonna roll better. Okay. So you see, this is very easy to do. It look a lot more complicated, but, and I want this, no, I want it this way. Then for my greeting, I am using the right words. And I'm using the thinking of you. That thinking of you, it's going to be my to-go. And what I like a lot about thinking of you, it's because it can be for any occasion. So I got a piece of Very Vanilla here because that's the back of it. I'm going to use Early Espresso. And I'm going to smack that right here. And I'm going to use, I find it easier to cut it after. I want about 3/4 if I remember right. Oh, this was 3/4. Okay, I'm going to go at 5/8. 5/8. So with 5/8, I'm going to go at 3/4 for my brown because I just want a little thing. Okay. So here's my scissors. Yes, my favorite way to do greeting. I love this way. I absolutely love it. It's quick, easy, no need of dies, no need of punch. I know I should try to upsell you that, punch and dies, but I'm one that I like to get the job done. So this is what I like. So then I just want to go here and then go over here. Boom, boom, it's done. Now, I'm going to use these one here, the pecan pie clear ribbon. They're on the last chance. They're at $6.80. So those one would go very good. Well, I'm going to use that on the red, white, and blue. So I'm going to use these one. These are the texture dots. And they look so cool. So cool. Let me show you. They're flat. They're not that flat, but they're not like the pearls and that. They're very friendly. And they look like a little nail almost. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's two sizes, the small and the large. I'm going to take the large, and I'm going to put that in the four corners here. And that, you know what? It's a glue dot in the back of that. So you know what that means? You bet. Have your sip. It's a glue dot in the back of that. Okay, I'm going to use dimensional now. You know what? I'm going to use a piece. Here we go. I'm going to put that here. And put that right over here. Hope I don't want to cover. You know what? This one I'm going to put it higher up here. And then I'm going to take four little one. This one here. Here we go. Four little one, just to do like it's something we hammer, a sign that we hammer. I went happy on my embellishment on this one, right? But that's okay. I know where I can get more. If voila. I think even if it's a flower, I think that's very masculine. It's very powerful. I love it. So there you have it. So this is two embossing folder. You see the wood around and then the sunflower. Now here it's the wood again with the sunflower, but I didn't use the frame from the dollar store. See, you still have all the full wood at the top, but you get like the sunflower in the back. And here it's the raised up. So to show you both side of it, I did on one here so you can see. So this one here, it's without the frame. Now this one, it is with the frame, and I did both sides so you can see it. Et voila. So you see all the lines, but see in the center, you don't have no lines at all in the center. That's because of that frame that I use. Okay, we're gonna leave that aside and let's go with the red, white, and blue now. So the red, white, and blue, okay, this one, we're gonna do the, okay, this one was the deboss. This one we want the emboss. So where it's raised up. But even where it's raised up, where we're going to do the lines, like the second embossing, even if it's with the Simply Score, it really kind of embossed. We're going to go push it down like to have strip of paper. Now, after doing quite a few, for my OCD over here, I'm going to show you how to have it perfectly on each side like this. While if you look at, what the heck I did with the other one? Yeehaw. Here it is. If you look at this one, see I started 3/4, 3/4. Well, at the end, it's not equally. So this is, and then this is the same. Well, I find a way to do it perfectly. So we're going to start at, I want to say it's a 1/4 inch. Yes. So we want this side up. If we would want this one, the side that you want to do, that's the side you're going to emboss because you want to push the wood down, okay? So you're going to go at one. By the way, this is 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to go at 1/2 inch. See, you have to be careful because you get all that embossing there, okay? So you don't want to rip. 1/2 inch, and not 1/2 inch, sorry, 1/4 inch. Then you're going to go at one. You know what? I'm going to take the big ball instead of the little one for this. Oh, yeah, much better. Another trick to do with this, I don't know if I still have some here. I had some at one time. I think I used my last piece yesterday. 1 minute. I know it's in my trash, but it's still gonna work. So take a piece of wax paper. Here's another tip for tonight. Take a piece of wax paper and rub that on your cardstock. You're gonna see a big difference to when you score. It's gonna slide very smooth. Okay, so we did 1/4 inch. We did 1 inch, then we're going, it's increment after the 1/4, we're going to go 3/4. So 1, 1 3/4. This is in my way, it was for another project. Okay, 1 3/4, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, that's going to be 3 1/4, and 4 3/4, 4 3/4. Et voila. Now we get all the perfect. So it's all dipped down. Now that we went with the big one, I'm going to go with the small one because I really want to push that down, like making a very good plank of wood. Okay, remember the sunflower raised up and then my wood down. The other one that I did was, you know, the reverse of this. So then we're going to see both sides. Okay, now I play a bit with the blue, so I'm going to go ahead and start with smoky slate to get that gray look of the wood, okay? So I'm going to go, so now my lines go this way, and that's the way that I want my ink to drag. You don't want to go this way because your line are going this way. You want to go with the wood grain, in other words. So I'm going to take this. Remember, the flower raised up. This one's going to be very different. Oh, it's going to be pretty. Okay, now I will go with Misty Moonlight. Okay, now I should have done the reverse side to have my flower more in depth, but that's okay. Now I'm going to leave that just the way it is. And I like to use Dauber for this, not the blending brush. I like to use Dauber. I'm going to go ahead and use my real red. I think for this one here that you want the flower different, like specific color. If it's in the wood, it's okay, but I want it red, so it can be a little bit different. But I think I still, oh yeah, I still gonna have it. It's just gonna give me some detail on the, and that's the reason why I want the dauber, not the blending brush, because I get a lot more control here. And when I ink my dauber, don't start there. It's going to be too dark. Trust me. Tap it first. And you can use your window thing there to use the same ink. It's so much glare in the video. See how it can come along. So now I'm going to go ahead and keep on adding some red. Even I get the blue there, that just give me the detail. I almost switch it. Oh, I'm glad I did not. Look at that. Now I'm going to take my blueberry bushel. Oh, well, I don't have that ink, so I'm going to go with Misty Moonlight. I get right here. I think that turned out lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Don't you think it's very, now I'm going to go with my Night of Navy. I'm going to keep my red Indy here. See, I go more deeper on each end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I had brought Lost Lagoon. I am not using it, but I'm going to use gray again to give more of the wood look there. And really tap on my gray here. Okay, remember, if you just ink your ink pad, you have to be very soft, okay? Okay, I think that's a winner. I personally think it's a winner. Now, if you want to add some little bling, because it's the 4th of July, we're going to take our Wink of Stella. and squeeze. Oh, this one is almost empty. The camera don't do justice for Wink of Stella, never did. But it adds just that little glitter to it. Okay, the more I look at this card, I thought because it's raised up, I won't get the red. It's going to be too much blue. Heck no. This is amazing, amazing. Now, let me show you how I did the lines. So this one, you can see the line are all white, right? This one, I get a little bit mix in it, but still white. I don't want to color it, but I'm going to show you like this one here. You see, I color my lines. The best way to do that, it's take your marker. Okay, I don't want to do this one. Okay, this one here, you take your marker, you use the fine tip. Don't use blend, because the reason why I say don't use blend, because blend it's spread. So I really recommend the marker. Go right where you did your line with your Simply Score and take a ruler and just follow down. Boom. That's how I try to go like this, and oh, you see, you shake and such. So just take your ruler and go down with your ruler right in the groove of that you did this. Okay. So that's what make it look like the wood. But also, if you leave it white or beige or whatever, you really see that groove too. So both ways are good. It's just this one, I did it in the blue. And this was Misty Moonlight, to be honest, the blue that I use. And now this one, I won't do it and keep it this way. Just think that I almost flipped this around halfway. And I absolutely love it. Did I say I love it? Yes, I do. Maybe I'm biased a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to washy this here. Okay, before I finish that card, we're going to go to a commercial. Beep. Okay, the commercial is this here. So somebody sent me a thing about doing your stopper for your ribbon. I said, oh my goodness, that was amazing. Well, it was all kind of measurement in that. Then in my feed, I think it's sunny day. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was sunny day from the blog. And check that out. So I just cut a strip. This is ½ inch by, and I know it's too long, so I don't even, I would say start ½ inch by 6. I'm using the back of the designer series paper. You can use cardstock, but the reason why I like the back of the designer series paper, it's because it's got kind of a waxy feel to it. Now, this is one of the new ribbon. That's the cloud cover. I use it on one of the cards here. And see, I use it over here. So you're going to take this, no measurement, okay? No need of measurement. Pass that through. If your hole is smaller, then you're going to have your strip smaller. I'm going to stop that right there because I don't want it to finish there. I'm going to go there, press it inside. There, press it over here and over here. Now, I'm going to take my scissors. I said it's no measurement, and I mean it's no measurement. I'm going to take my scissors, snap that here. And 6-inch, it's very good because it's a 12 by 12, so you can cut it in strip of 6-inch, right? Now, what you're going to do at the top here, it's take a pencil, and you're going to put a circle there. If you get those little, what is it in the big catalog? It's those pack of punch. I don't have them. It's not in this one, so it's in the online exclusive. It's a pack of 3, and one it's kind of a little like ribbon slot, but I got just a regular old punch. I'm going to come here And this is just a regular, like for office and that, okay? I know that was a Stampin' Up, but we don't have it anymore. So just a regular one, or if you get those little one. Now you're going to take this, put that back in. Now you're going to take glue dots or tumble glue, whatever worked for you. Just because I didn't use much glue dot tonight, I'm going, if I can find it. Let me see where. So what I'm going to do is take two glue dots here, put it at this end, there. This you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is the bomb for, maybe you did yours already like that. But I was like, why I didn't think of that? You know, sometimes you see something. Okay, so on the top end, now you're going to take this, put it there. So it's going to glue at both ends. Oops, let me show this here. Okay, now the way that I like to do it, it's past, like you can see it's just slide. So you ribbon it past there, and then you're going to come at the top. Let me cut that diagonal. I'm looking at my hand and like, my goodness. And then I'm going to see it pass. You're going to come back to it. Okay, so now see, it's just unroll. Is that cool? And now you get too much, you want to put it away, you just slide this in. So that's why I like the one from the designer series paper, because it get kind of the plastic, so I'm sure it's going to last a ribbon. Now you're going to say, well, what you're going to do when it's empty? Well, it's empty, you toss this, you're going to use a new one. You can unglue it, but really you need a piece of ½ inch by 6 inch long. 5 inch would do, because what we remove, I mean, it's worth doing it every time. Especially you don't even have to measure nothing, so you can do that with anything. Okay, is that awesome? I think it's way cool. So now you can put that on your shell, or you can even toss it in a bucket and it won't come apart. If it come apart, just remember you want to pass it through and then up in. So no measurement. So this one, I think the one that I got the out to, it was sunny day. Yes, or the pin work, but this, I think it's, I absolutely love it. See this? It's just awesomeness. So you can do that with any size. Just use the, you know, depending if this is not as big, use smaller. Here we go. Okay, commercial, it's over. Now let's get back jiggy with it. Now I need blue bushel. And did I wash this? Yes. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and smack this right here. That's a pretty blue. I mean, for P, oh, I cannot see the word, start with P, whatever, Americana, whatever, that blue, it's, I think it's very pretty. I think so. I think it's easier than the pin. I agree, Terry. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to cut this, and we will, what did I do with this? Here it is. Okay, this one here, is it? It's about 3/4, so I'm going to go 7/8. Is that enough? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go 7/8. And we're going to glue this. I know it's not straight there, but we don't need straight. Don't you love my commercials, Sherry? Should have more commercial, right? Now I'm going to go ahead, cut and cut. Now we're going to assemble this. I really think this is my favorite in my red, white, and blue. I think it is. And it was funny because you saw my sample earlier. I was trying so hard to have red, white, and blue for tonight. And what I was thinking was not working. And then this morning, everything went perfectly. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Okay, press that, then down. Here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, now this one for the flower, I'm going to go ahead and do, I got blueberry bushel here, so I'm going to go ahead and this one, it's the raised part, okay? Et voila. I'm going to put that inside. And I got another piece of red for the inside. So really, I did the outside and then the inside, the same measurement for the white. The only difference, I like the thick white for the front. I did it in vanilla. We don't have the thick vanilla anymore, so I use it. It's good, but I prefer the thick. If you have the thick one, I say go for that, okay? This way. Voila. And then we're going to use and yes, I put a lot there. You really want, anytime you attach some embossing part, I mean piece to an embossing part, you want to make sure you get plenty of glue. And I'm going to put this one right here. We're gonna put some bling, and this time I'm going to use the pecan and clear ribbon. They're on the last chance, so they can be sold out at any time. But I love those things, and I think that's going to look perfect on this. Another thing that it's great about that, it's you can color it with your blends, right? Okay, I just got the little one left here. So we're going to go ahead attach them. And then I just going to do, I won't do the four corner. I just going to do randomly. 1 and 2. Then I'm going to do 3, 4, and then 5. It's just give a little bit of bling. That's it. Et voila. So now you have it. So you got, so this was my red, white, and blue. This one, it's the deboss. This one, it's the emboss, meaning deboss, it's going down. I call it the back, but really it can be used both ways. And this is the raised up. Now I got another one in the red, white, and blue. And this one, it's almost like the beachy, like the weather look. This one, it's the double embossing. This was with the both of them with the Simply Score. This one, it's the 2 embossing folder, the birch and then the sunflower. Now this one here, so somebody we're going to win this one next week, and somebody going to win this one in the wood. I say in the wood color, whatever the brown. And so this one was the double embossing. So and then we use the deboss, meaning the top it's caved in. This here, the top it's caved in, but with the line. This one here, it's caved in. This one it's caved in with two embossing folder. One should be up. That's in. Okay, they're both in. And this one it's raised up. So now you add it. So I play, like I said, with different color and such. You cannot go wrong. And then we did the envelope. Envelope. Woo! That was a tough word there. So if voila. So somebody said they like the wood, like all of them. I think depend for what occasion. So imagine in the fall, if you do like this year, but then you take orange, like pumpkin pie or even Cajun craze, and you sponge it like I did with the red on this with a little bit of crushed curry and the orange. I think it would make it so rich, so rich. So last week or the week before last week, I was not here. I was moving my daughter. This was the card we did. And I think I saw Kathleen. I think that's Kathleen Sargent. You are the winner of this card. So you send me your address. That again, if you missed that, was very simple. The one we did, right? We used the peaceful pear with the designer series paper. That was the thoughtful journey. And then this one was beautiful gallery. I mean, so simple, so simple. So Kathleen, send me go at frenchiestamps.com. I think I got your address, but just in case it's not you or change address, you send me your address. And I will put that in the mail to you. So any questions for me? So I'm going to repeat those two here. That okay. So when I can edit the video, I will put in the description there. So this is the neon. So it's white, a white ink pad with chalk or pastel, whatever you call it. And this is the blackout technique. See, it's white there, but it becomes this. So any question for me? Yeah, my husband said, how long it's going to be tonight? Is it a quick one? I said, I think about a little bit longer because I know it was so much I wanted to share. You know, I have to take the ketchup when we miss. So I'm not seeing no question, I think. So that's about it, my friend. Be safe tomorrow, 4th of July. Some people like to play with fire. So you guys be safe. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. Thank you so much for joining. Happy 4th, everyone.